Hello, greetings from my van. I'm filming in my van today because my roommates are home and I don't want to do this in front of anybody except all the people that watch me on the internet. It is part 2 of Jeff Sokol Uncut. This is the part where Chris Hansen walks out. Jeff Sokol realizes his life is fucked. He's gonna put up a fight. He thinks he's done nothing wrong. He thinks it's society that's fucked up. He wants to walk away from this scot-free, but oh man, reality is going to hit him like a wet towel. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Let's get into this.
Watching TV, Netflix and stuff.
Who are you? Who are you? You tell me first. You're Jeff, right? Yeah. And what are you doing here tonight, Jeff? Hanging out. Hanging out with who?
Jeff Sokol has this smile that just doesn't fall from his face right away. He's one of the only Predators I've seen that, you know, their expression doesn't change right away. He stays smiling. Maybe he's just shocked. I don't know.
With her? Who's her? I want to know who you are.
The other thing I wonder is, does Jeff Sokol think perhaps Bailey is listening? I guess what I'm trying to say is that if he believes Bailey is listening, he might be choosing his answers based off keeping his persona the way it is, the way he presented it to Bailey. The only reason I bring this up is because I've been in situations before where I'm talking to one person, but I'm really thinking about how I sound to someone else, and it does alter, you know, how I would behave. Because I'm preoccupied, I'm like trying to present myself off. It's, yeah.
I want to know a little bit more about you first. Can I eat first? Sure, go ahead. Tell me who you are, because, you know, I didn't know there would be other people here.
Dude, Jeff Sokol has a stomach of steel. Okay, if I was in his situation, my stomach would have a chastity belt.
Well, what did you expect to happen tonight, Jeff? Didn't have any expectations. No expectations.
He stiffens up, man.
So you drove.
He had expectations.
2.5 hours? Sure did. From Boston. Who are you? To come here. Are you her dad? To meet a young girl. Are you her dad? I will get to that in a minute. Go ahead.
That bite is 90% cheese and like 1 pepperoni.
Wow. Oh, I haven't done anything wrong. How old are you? What does it matter?
Your age is the whole reason why this matters. Oh my god.
I haven't done anything wrong. Coming to meet somebody? What's wrong? What is that against the law? Coming to meet a young girl? Yeah, is that against the law? It is after this chat. How?
Idiot. He knows how.
Did you bring some kind of a contract?
He's just,
some sort of marriage contract?
Oh my god. Why is Jeff Sokol laughing? Like, it better be nervous laughter, man, because nothing about this is funny. Like I was saying, none of this is funny.
See if any of this sounds familiar while you enjoy your pizza.
That laughter pissed Chris Hansen off.
On Saturday. Well, since your mom isn't home, it's the best time to do it. I would, but only if you want me to. You say, I can't go to jail. My life would be ruined. Right. Could be locked up for 20 years. Yep. And then you say...
Dude, Jeff Sokol's responses to those, like, you know, just like, yep, sure could.
Right. Yep.
Like, you can tell that he thinks that that is so ridiculous, right? Like, he truly thinks that society is fucked up for imposing those kinds of punishments on predators like him. He probably thinks that Chris Hansen is some stupid, foolish, stuck-up, you know, oppressor, I guess. Dude, I just get the vibe that Jeff Sokol, he's had conversations with other people that think a lot like him. You know, that think that, you know, consent age should be lowered and bullshit like that. Because he stands his ground against Chris. His arguments are shit. Like, he doesn't really conjure up anything worthy for his defense. But he seems to be believing in what he's saying, which is he's done nothing wrong.
Trim your blank. Okay. Now you know.
Predators ask so much about trimming your. I mean, I get it. A lot of guys like a. A lot of girls like a. Ugh.
This girl is 13, right? Wasn't sure. She's told you. No. That doesn't... And you're what, 37? That doesn't mean anything. You're 37? How old are you? You might as well just tell me, because I can find out like that. Who are you? Can you tell me who you are first? I will tell you that in a minute. Because, you know, now you're making me nervous. And...
Oh yeah? Is Chris Hansen making you nervous? The same way you made that 13-year-old girl nervous?
I'm like too nervous to eat.
And clearly you're eating the pizza. So you're fine, Jeff Sokol. You're fine.
44 years old, right? Mm-hmm. Right. As a 44-year-old guy, I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls like this. Yet I want to. What am I supposed to make of that? Sorry, I'm paranoid. For meeting me? No, potentially having sex. But that is where the breaking the law comes from. Right. Punishable up to 20 years.
Now he seems to get
Did you
it.
bring condoms with you tonight? Well, they plan on having sex. Do you have them in your car?
It's a fucking lie.
I'm gonna find out, so you might as well.
It's probably worse if he did not bring condoms because, well, Bailey being a virgin is clean, you know, assumingly. And also, if she's young enough, maybe she hasn't had her period yet. Jeff Sokol is such a guy that I have no doubt in my mind he would have the 13-year-old raw. Ugh. I did not like saying that out loud. Fucking gross, dude. Creepy old man sperm.
Wait now, I don't. Go ahead, check the car. You will never tell anyone about us having sex. Are you sure? Okay, I could be there Saturday afternoon. Explain. Explain it to me.
Just wanted to come hang out.
It looks like here you wanted to come here and have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Okay, is that against the law to
have sex with a 13-year-old
Yeah.
girl when you're 44? Yes, it's against the law.
to meet a girl? That's all I've done.
You see how this looks.
Okay, but do you also see?
Dude, Jeff Sokol is grasping at so many straws that every turtle in the ocean is dead now. Thanks a lot, Jeff Sokol.
That I was pretty apprehensive about the whole sex thing.
Well, wouldn't you be? Wouldn't anybody be if they're going to try to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
To be honest with you, you're not going to believe me, but I don't know who you are, but I'm sure you're like, law enforcement. But
You think I'm law enforcement?
well, I mean, that's what it sounds like. I was thinking about this on the way down,
Right. You had 2.5 hours to think about it.
and
Yeah, because that's hilarious, right?
and I'm not gonna risk it.
Does he say I wasn't gonna rape?
I'm not gonna risk it.
This guy totally knew the definition of statutory rape. He knew he was gonna commit statutory rape. And yet, he kept driving. Dude, he did this to himself. Like, this wasn't a mistake, okay? He totally chose this, okay? We all knew that already, but I just had to say it out loud.
That's what I said.
It's not normal for a 44-year-old guy to drive 2.5 hours to hang out with a 13-year-old girl.
I wanted to hang out, see how she was, see if
A 13-year-old girl.
I hope this doesn't sound mean or anything like that, but I'm in my 20s, and I cannot imagine wanting to hang out with a 13-year-old or anyone below the age of 18, to be honest. I work in fast food with a lot of teenagers. I respect teenagers a lot. They're the next generation. They got memes I haven't even seen yet. That's all cool, but I cannot imagine having interest in hanging out with any of them outside of work. Even if the person is 17. 17 is still, it's like a baby.
see how she was, see if
A 13-year-old girl. How often do you do this with?
never done it.
You've never done it. So tonight, you just decided Okay, I'm going to drive 2.5 hours
Oh yeah.
down I-95 from
Oh, yeah.
Boston.
Yeah, been talking to her
To this
for a little
house.
while, and she seemed cool to hang out with. I mean, with that,
Can't find any
I had nothing else.
older girls?
I can, but I had nothing else going on.
So you decided
Nothing
to just
else
come out
going on.
and hang out with a 13-year-old girl?
Yeah, you can clearly see that I'm very apprehensive.
You can clearly see that you're very apprehensive, but you can also clearly see you're 44 and you asked her if she trims her. I mean, you're trying to find loopholes with the marriage contract, definitely grooming her. You don't really need a lot more context to understand that you're a scumbag.
Let's say we meet and really like each other and want to continue. How would we do this? Like I said, as long as you're under 16, age of consent.
Also, I love that both of these guys have receding hairlines, but Chris just pulls his off so much better. Chris is not going to waste his time with a faux hawk, alright? He's got like that almost Superman curl going on. It's like a nice high arch.
Nobody can know about it. I just can't take that chance. What it sounds like here is you're grooming her, testing her to make sure it would be okay if you had sex with her, so no one would find out.
To be honest with you, like I said, when I was on the way down,
Right.
I was thinking about the whole thing, and even before I left,
Right.
I was thinking I'm not going to have sex with her unless it's legal.
Unless it's legal. So, right there he implies he would want to, right, for sure. Which we already knew. But at least he's finally admitting it to Chris.
So you talk about a plan to make it legal. To marry her. Right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, ain't no
not
thing.
2 seconds. I mean, like,
So if you liked her, like next week or the week after, you'd marry
I
her.
love the shot of him
not next
shaking.
week. No.
So after just a few days worth of chatting, you decide you love her?
No,
You want to have sex with her?
I don't know.
You want to marry her? What do you mean you don't know? She's 13.
I don't know. I was just throwing things out, like, just in case it was.
Don't just throw things out there. Just in case I did like her. Like, dude. Chris is about to lose his cool right here, and he's gonna say, what do you mean you don't know? She's 13. And like, yeah, can I second that?
So then you'd marry a 13-year-old girl because she's really cool and you could have sex.
After a while, if it worked out, yeah.
Ew.
After a while.
So gross.
What, like 3 years of dating?
I don't know.
A romantic courtship?
Maybe.
See, dude, like, Jeff Sokol, he wants laws to be different. Thinks society's fucked up, and he's the victim here. And other people like him are the victim. And,
Maybe. So you're cool with all this. You just think this is just fine. Marching here to this home.
I know what you're.
Well, what else am I supposed to think?
Do I seem like a dishonest, dirty person?
yeah.
I mean, do I seem like it to you?
I feel like this is Jeff Sokol now desperate. What exactly is he trying to get Chris to say at that point? What is he trying to prove? He's defeated.
It seems like someone who at 44 years old.
Chat is chat.
Chat is chat, but showing up is showing up. And guess what, Jeff? You showed up. At a
Yeah, you
home
did.
Where you knew a 13-year-old girl would be alone after a sexually charged conversation online.
Chris Hansen
You come
laying
in,
it down.
Oh, I want to hug you. The little girl's nervous. Do that every time you meet a 13-year-old girl.
I do it when I meet somebody for the first time. I hug them.
But this somebody is not.
Don't hug people when you meet them for the first time, okay? Unless it's explicitly okay in that situation, just don't.
You're not answering all my questions.
I will. Can you just tell me who you are?
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator.
My phone did that really great thing it does when it runs out of storage, and I have to delete my Netflix and my Facebook and my Instagram. Anyways, let's finish this. I hope it's exactly where I left off. Last time it did this, I missed some video footage. Oh yeah, I was talking about how great it is when the camera comes out, because when the camera comes out, basically it's the second wave of terror, right? They basically get caught twice. Once by an authoritative man, which would be some of their worst fears, right? To get caught at all, and then bam, they get caught again, except with cameras. It's really sweet. Man, I mean, if To Catch a Predator was a food, it would be just desserts.
Anything else you want people to know? Anything you want to say, now would be a good time to say it.
I can't believe this happened.
Did you bring any sort of a marriage contract? So what was all that talk about?
I don't want to talk anymore.
You can leave.
On camera.
You can leave.
What do you mean I can leave?
You can leave.
And then what?
That's not up to me.
So,
It's not up to me.
I love how there's like a bunch of guys in the room suddenly.
You didn't have
He's
to come
surrounded.
here.
What do you do for a living?
I don't want to talk anymore. There's
Insurance business, right?
cameras rolling.
He didn't finish his
Insurance.
trust.
I don't want
I
to
just
talk
noticed
anymore.
that.
All right. As I said, you're free to leave.
Shut it off.
I cannot shut her off.
I mean, what is this?
It's an investigation for a television program called Hansen versus Predator, where we investigate grown people who go online and try to create inappropriate illegal relationships.
I like the one guy in the green sweater
Unless
that's
you have
just
something
like
else to say, now would be a good
in his
time to go.
face.
I don't have anything else to say.
All right. You can take your pizza if you like.
You want a slice?
I'm good, thank you.
So the cops here?
We'll see.
Okay. Or if they're here, just bring them in.
Dude, no. Come on, they're not gonna cater to you, the police. Okay? Just go get arrested. Like a fucking man, alright? Yeah, dude, fuck you. Go away. Woo! There they go! Yeah, that's like 6 cops right there.
Sokol was sentenced to 7 years in prison, serving a mandatory 30 months. He is eligible for parole in June.
Yeah, dude, it was June 2019, I believe he was eligible for parole. I'm filming this as of 2020 right now. It's been over a year. I don't exactly know where he is at right now, but that's it. That's the react. So goodbye from my van.